Hey people, I'm Simon Gittens, and this is Simon Says 100 off the yard UK. I had this really stupid thing in my inbox going, oh, why are you copying big lads for, rah rah rah, right? Yeah, my name's Off the Yard UK, and yeah, I did ask big lads if I could borrow the name, because he's in America, I'm in England, and I've talked to him quite a lot, and he's a good friend, and he's given me a lot of advice. I've just been watching a video on YouTube, Ian Bits, and he's interviewing Jay Williams, and he's one of the originals. I strongly advise, if you want to know what American prisons are like, go and watch Ian Beck and go and watch Jay Williams, J.D. DeLay, you've got Blood on the Razor Wire, so forth, Lockdown 23 and 1, and of course my man St. Lass. I've done an interview with him, so go put in St. Lass and then you'll see my interview. I did that a while ago. Anyway, I've been sort of doing a lot of soul searching lately, and I think I'm ready to start talking about my experiences in HMP prisons, being in and out of prison most of my life. I've been out 5 years now. My last sentence was 2.5, and then it got turned up to 3.5 as I was out halfway through it. Like England, for my American fans and Australian, not fans, family, sorry. We're a community, we're a family. Anyway, HMP in England, you do half your time. Unless you do over 5 years, then you have to go up in front of the parole board. Anyway, I was last in HMP Portland, and that place proper kicking off up there. I was on a wing called Bembo. I was quite lucky, I was with, it's a sea cat, but I was quite lucky to be with a lot of the Bristol boys. You alright, Babs? A lot of people I know up there. Yeah, I had it quite easy compared to some people. The one problem I had was there was a pad thief. Yeah, well, he got dealt with. Anyway, that's another story. I've been a bit reluctant to talk about my experiences in prison. You know, it's just, you know, it's hard to put into words. I'm just getting used to the camera, just getting used to telling my story. I want to try and get up to 100 people and then advance from there. So if you could subscribe, like, show me to a friend. I'm also open to doing interviews as well. So I want to hear other people's stories from either England, HMP, or America. It'd be good to have someone from America, then we can like sort of find out the difference between the English laws, American laws, and the prisons. I can tell you about American prisons. I've done my homework, but it wouldn't sound right because I've never been there myself. So I'll keep that in my pocket for now, so to say. I've got Harvey and Adam from Australia. You know, I would like to get to interview them. They've got crazy stories, especially Harvey. Bless Harvey, my heart goes out to you. I would have done exactly the same, but I'm not going to ruin his story, because hopefully we should have him on the channel soon. I'll do an interview for him and he'll do one for me. I'd like to interview Adam as well. You know, he's been down the road of addiction, heroin. You know, it's a long, nasty road. I'm 42 now, I'll be 43 in July, and you know, I've been out of prison. I got clean. A few things happened, and I had a relapse, but I'm back on track. I'm doing well, and hopefully I'm going to be a peer for DHI, which is an organisation that's going to be sponsoring my channel. Also, they basically help people with addictions, you know, alcohol, heroin, drug use, gambling, addiction, sex, addicts, you know, that's all addictions. So I'm really psyched about being a peer, working with certain people. There's like 1 or 2 people that have been clean for a long time, and now they're doing really well in the job. So they're excited for me to work with them. I'm excited to work with them, and I've worked bloody hard to get there. You know, it's not an easy thing. People ask me, how did you get clean? Did you go to, you know, did you do it in jail? I'd done the first bit in jail, but then when you get out, you're back. Well, I got out and I was homeless again, and I got back into the wrong circle. You really have to cut your friends, I say that lightly, you have to cut that circle off. And it gets hard, it's fucking lonely, especially when all you know is that circle. And they say, oh, you should move out of that town, move on, you know, start a new chapter. That's also lonely. You know, that's good for someone else, but it wasn't good for me. I had to come back to where I lived, because I had things to do, sort out. And in my head, I thought, if I can't do it here, I ain't going to do it anywhere. So I locked myself away. I got myself mentally and physically ready, prepared. I just got to the point where I had enough. It was either heroin or I'd lose my wife, I'd lose everything I worked hard for, and I wasn't willing to give that up. So at the end of the day, what are you willing to give up? Are you willing to be homeless, looked down on, frowned upon, be found dead one day and someone's like, it's only a homeless junkie, never mind? No. And there's a big difference between an addict and a junkie, but that's another video. I was always an addict. I never stole from my friends. I fucked up every now and again, but I never stole or burgled anyone. You know, like I said, that's for another video. But it's hard work. And I battle every day. There's some days I wake up and I think, fuck it, man. All this shit that goes on in my head with my ADHD. All my emotions coming back. I haven't felt emotions like this. I like watch something on TV, I start crying. I think, what the... My wife goes, no, that's just normal. Yeah, well, it might be normal for you, but where I come from, rude boys don't cry, man. But it's not about being a hard man or whatever. It's you need to let them emotions out. You need to let go. Go and do it somewhere quiet on your own, but let it out. The more you hold it in, the more it builds and builds, and then one day, bam, just gonna explode. And then, you know, you could be in a predicament where you take it out on someone else, and next thing you know, you've killed someone. Happened to a friend of mine. Yeah, he's doing 30 odd years. He'll be on life terror. You know, he's only a youngster as well. His name is Chapman, yeah, Matt Chapman, and he murdered someone in Chippenham. But I'll get to his story another day. Hopefully I'll try and get contact with him and get him to do a little interview over the phone. But, you know, addiction can really lead you to a path you do not want to go down. As, you know, it changes your personality, I have to laugh when people go, oh, it never changed me. It'll change you within the first week. You want that hit so bad, you're ill, you're clucking, you're waking up, we call it clucking, withdrawing, and basically you're like, oh, and your money's going to run out eventually. I know people who work and hold it down a habit, but I tell you what, they've got fuck all else. You know, mate, to work and hold a habit down, it doesn't work. It always ends up bad. You lose that job, what then? Yeah, especially in the economy at the moment. Anyway, I'm going to sign out for this video. I like to do more chats on this and bring out some more content. I'm just waiting on a little microphone. Please, if you like the video, like, subscribe, tell a friend, and my cash app is Mr. SM Gittens with a pound sign at the front, SM Gittens, and that would help with channel with microphones and that. And I'm gonna start, when I appear, I'm gonna start helping the homeless a bit. Well, I do anyway, but help them and see if I can get a few of them to tell their stories. So a microphone would really help. But anyway, I'm not here to ask money. I'm here to try and help someone hears my story and you know, reach out to me. I'm on Instagram under Simon Gittens, or Gittens, or Simon Says 100 off the yard UK. I'm on Facebook, TikTok, and you'll be seeing a lot more of me. Right, bless everybody. Right, remember my new little logo would be the drugs game is a mug's game. Stay safe, stay blessed. Bye everyone.